Mailman is here, former legal advisor to President Trump. I thought I might have actually had this story wrong, right? Because now we have Congress distracted with entirely stupid things, so there is nothing that they can screw up.
I mean, Congress doing less is usually
generally a good thing. Yeah.
I think you point out that there are some problems to solve, but they're in the minority. What would you have them do? You know, but I think for me, the real issue is Ted Cruz doesn't get it. The reason that the Bud Light boycott worked is because it was fun. You had Kid Rock shooting Bud Light cans. You could kind of rib your friends at the bar. And now here comes like the Zodiac killer in to ruin everyone's fun. So honestly, he wanted to probably make a name for himself. But here's the issue. There was a lot of momentum. There was a lot of attention. And there are things that people can do in this space. For me, that is go after ESG. These ESG ratings, ESG scores, those are the reasons that Bud Light is basically neglecting their own consumer to chase some credential of people who don't drink their beer. If we focused on that problem, I think that would be worth Congress's time. But instead,
yeah, look, what I think is interesting here, and I say this, is the Republicans, and typically, especially the Ted Cruz types, are the ones who want government to butt out of everything involving corporate America, right? They're the one who say corporate speech is free speech, it's a First Amendment issue, on and on and on. So now you have a shiny object, right, in cameras, and therefore it attracts Ted Cruz. And to be fair, it attracts every congressman just because that's what congressmen are attracted to these days. Here's George Will last night on the program, addressing a similar but slightly different issue. Take a listen.
Washington is Hollywood for ugly people. That is, it's a place of celebrity. And a celebrity is someone who's known for their well-knownness.
Does that apply here?
Yeah, I mean, it's a shock that Ted Cruz isn't our president, isn't it? But yeah, this is an area where every politician thinks that they can put some attention on themselves, even though there really is attention. But, you know, you said that Republicans used to be this leave corporate America alone party. I, for one, am glad that Republicans are no longer a leave corporate America alone party, because corporate America has basically assumed that conservatives are going to go along with whatever they want to do, however they want to use their consumers. And, you know, they weren't afraid of us. Hopefully now this warning shot will be a message from America.
From a cultural perspective, you're totally right? National retail sales of Bud Light down 23.6% versus a year ago during the week ended May 6th. Stocks down 6% over a month. There's going to be massive discounts on Bud Light all summer long, to quote the Kid Rock song, just because it came to mind. But at the same time, wouldn't Republicans say it's a lot better to let the market deal with this, to allow the culture war to fight on social media than to fight in Congress? And what I'm trying to figure out is when members of Congress or Republicans are going to hold their own members of Congress responsible for cashing in on the culture war and not actually doing the things that are required of really governing.
Well, I think the fact that only Ted Cruz and Marsha Blackburn signed this letter are a sign that the other senators are maybe not trying to hold them accountable, but saying this is pure frivolity and you need to stop.
Yeah, well, it's a good point. It's a good point. It's hard also to have hearings by yourself, essentially, if you're in the minority and not a chairman of any of the committees. Look, perks of Congress: $174,000 a year for freshmen, not counting senators. Allowances for personal expenses and travel. Health insurance for life. Pension plan up to 80% of their final salary. Family death gratuity, whatever that means, a year's payout to the family, I guess, if they die. Free airport parking and flight perks. And you get to talk about Bud Light. It's not a bad job. Thanks for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to subscribe. Click the red button to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.